Hey, everybody. Glad to see you tonight. This is Bekki, Hurley, and Pam. I want to thank you so much for being my very first hostess in this brand new business for me. And I'll let you know just a little bit about myself. I think I've told you a fair amount, but I have been in this industry for 25 years, and I got to tell you, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, you're still nervous when you're doing the first one. So please be gentle with me. It feels really weird to come on with no makeup on. Now, I will tell you, I did put my eye makeup on just because I think I would end up poking myself in the eye if I didn't do that. But I do have some tips. I'm going to show you a few graphics of some eye techniques. And we also have I know in the class, I'm just trying to get that off there. I know in the class posts, we have some great video as well as some other ideas for your eyes. So again, my name is Bekki Hurley. Pam and I have actually known each other. Gosh, Pam, how many years? Not 30, 40 something. We met in grade 8. And her and I, when I first moved into town, really got to know each other, and we started hanging out and had lots of fun together, got into some trouble together as well, as you can imagine. And so it was really great to connect on social media. I love Facebook. We've been able to get back in touch with lots of old friends. So again, thank you so much, Pam, and thank you everybody for being on here tonight. So if you can just let us know whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay, that would be fantastic. So I have been married, just had my 28th anniversary, and my husband, Dan, is my best friend most of the time. And we have one son whose name is Zach, and he is a very successful hairstylist, and so successful that I couldn't get my hair done to be prepared for this. So I must confess, I took 2 showers today because I couldn't get my hair to do what I wanted it to, and I didn't want to do him wrong. So yeah, he's very successful, and we just have a great time with him now that we don't live together. So why did I get involved in makeup? I've been with health products for quite some time, and just absolutely, when my girlfriend Tracy started showing some pictures of herself a couple of months ago, and I'm like, what is she doing different? And then I heard she was doing this 3D makeup called Maskcara. And the funny thing is, they don't even actually carry mascara, so you're going to have to get your mascara someplace else. There is a story behind that I'll tell you at another time, or maybe I'll put a little bit more after this, but I don't want to take up too much time. And I had been looking for something because it is almost exactly my 25th anniversary of being in this industry, and I've been very successful with it. I don't say that to brag. I say that so that you know that anybody can do this. My girlfriend, who became my girlfriend, she was a customer of mine at the restaurant that I worked at for a very long time. And she said to me one day, you know what, I think you'd be really good at what I do. And I'm like, well, what do you do? And she told me about a party plan company that she was involved with. I never thought in a million years that I would be doing something like that. And I did get started with that company, and that was a little company called Party Light. Was very successful with them and stayed with them for, I just noticed that the TV is on and it's reflecting in the mirror. I was with them for 13 years and was able to travel around the world. I quit that job within just a couple of months of starting, and I've never worked for anybody else. So I'm just telling you that to think about the possibilities. The reason that I was looking for another company is not because I was not successful. I was actually the company that I am still with because I love the products. I was actually the most successful monetarily with them. But I realized over the last year or so that it wasn't something that I could really introduce to young moms. There wasn't a retail commission structure that's really strong. So that's what really stuck out for me. And then I needed to know that these products worked. And I trust Tracy very much. I've known her for 25 years. She was one of the first people that I met when I started with Party Light. And I thought, well, if she's doing this, I think there's something to it. And she's seen some really great success in helping other people. But I wasn't that much of a makeup person. I'll go back to my son, Zach, a couple of years ago. Well, probably last year. he said, Mom, you should really start doing contouring and highlighting. And I said, well, all right. And he got me some stuff, and it was way too much work for me. And by the time I was finished, I felt like I had an inch of makeup on my face. And I'm like, I'm just not going to do that. If it takes me longer than 5, maybe 10 minutes when I'm going out, I'm just not going to do it. I received my mascara kit a couple of weeks ago, and I've put this on every day. And the really cool thing about it is that it comes in these palettes, and you put your own palettes together. And I'm going to show you some examples of how you would start with this empty palette, and you would build, you'll build yours up, and I'll show you some examples of what that's going to cost you. And the really cool thing is that the palettes are free when you purchase the little tins that go into it. And depending on how many tins you buy is how big or how many of these that you will get. All right, so I'm just going to look at my notes and just make sure that I am not forgetting anything. So if you haven't sent your selfie, and I know several of you have, and I've done color matches. Thankfully, we've got a whole team of people that we just put the color matches on a Facebook page. Nobody else can see them except the girls that are helping us out with that. And so if you haven't done that, make sure you get that back into us. So I'm going to build, I'm just going to show you how you apply. So I've got a clean face. I have put a moisturizer on. I use a moisturizer with SPF of 30. If you're looking for a great skin line, I do have a great skin line that I absolutely love. And I'm just going to show you how you're going to start to do this hack. Now, the brushes that I'm going to use tonight, because we are out of a couple of brushes, but I'm going to show you what you can do with the brushes that are available. And I actually love these brushes. So this one is called the Detail Hack, and this one is called the Buffy. All right. Now, on top of that, I am going to use our bronzer brush. But for right now, if you had even this one, well, these two would really get you by. If you just have a big fluffy brush, you can do the same that I'm going to do with this one. This should be back in stock soon. The company is growing so quickly that they're having trouble keeping up with the stock, but things have been coming back in really quickly. So they're out for a little bit and then they come right back. And I know that I'm going to be able to help you color match, even though we are out of a couple of colors. I'm going to be able to help you color match, and I'm going to use the colors tonight that are available. And I've switched them up, and I really, really like them. So as I'm doing this, you are going to notice, be sure to put some, if you've got questions in there. I might not be able to see them right now because I'm going to have to take my glasses off here pretty soon, but I'll be sure to answer all those questions. Now, as I'm doing this, it's going to look really weird. Oh, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to actually show you some before and afters. Now, this is me. I am not proud of that picture on the left-hand side, but that's what I looked like when I woke up on Sunday morning. I had a couple of glasses of wine the night before, and that was me literally 5 minutes later. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of that one. Now, this is my girlfriend who, while I was putting my makeup on Sunday, I was helping her with her very first application over video. And that was the results that Debbie over in Victoria got. Very first time that she'd ever put it on. And literally, I was putting it on and she was putting it on. And then this is my girlfriend, Anna, who actually lives just across the street from me. And she's actually started in the business as well. She's quite a successful homeschool blogger. Really, really proud of her. She's got a huge following of people. But this, again, was her just kind of fooling around with the products that she got. And she's got a much darker complexion than I do. There just seems to be a perfect match for everybody. And it's very forgiving as well. I'm going to show you my girlfriend Brenda as well and how she covered her rosacea. Again, first time application. She sent me her before and afters. She didn't even ask for my help. She just followed along on this little instruction guide. It's almost like paint by numbers. So everything comes in the package, but I am here to help you if you need anything. And now, no, those are all girls that I know personally, but I wanted to show you a couple that I don't know them personally, but friends know them personally. Look how it covers the rosacea. And I'm telling you, it is not heavy at all because you're not putting layers and layers and layers. You're doing one layer application and then it blends together. And because it's this beautiful cream, it just almost melts on your face. And the blendability is amazing. And then I want to show you this one because this one shows you how it can cover blemishes. So if you know somebody that's got blemishes, and you know, I don't think that I know that the whole reason that I'm doing this is not to make people ultra glamorous, although you can do that with this makeup, but this is to take the beautiful features that you have and make the best of them by contouring, which is creating shadows, by highlighting, which is creating just natural light and accentuating your really beautiful features. So, all right, let's get into it. First time live. You guys are in for a treat. Okay, so I'm going to take this detail hack and I'm going to go into the contour. Oh, you know what? First of all, I'm actually going to do a little bit of concealing, and I'm going to use ash, which seems kind of weird. There's also, I don't have it, but it's mango that's really, really nice for using using as a concealer. But I have a bit of a red nose. It's always like that, especially in the summer. It's the thing that hits the sun the first, and it kind of bothers me a bit. So I'm gonna look in the mirror that I've got behind me here, and I'm just going to cover that with a little bit of that ash. And I've also got a little bit of redness on my cheeks. So you're just going to go anywhere with the concealer, and you don't need to use a concealer. I just like to, just for a couple of little spots, I like to just get in there and cover those up. Okay, now I'm going to go into the contour, and the contour that I'm going to use tonight is called Astoria. Okay, I've used a few different colors, and I find that I really like them all. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to move this over just a little bit so I can see. And don't worry that you're going to look really weird. It's going to look like you got way, way too much on, but there's a reason for that. Okay, so you just want to find that cheekbone. Pucker up a little bit. And there you go. Okay, so that's the contouring. And don't worry if it's perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Again, it's very, very, very forgiving. Second place that we want to go is into the jawline. And you just want to sculpt around that jaw. And again, this is just going to create a shadow that you're going to blend out. Now, you guys, I've only been using this for, it's less than 2 weeks. If I can do this, anybody can. And you just want to blend that down into your neck. I put a little bit extra because I got a bit of a turkey neck coming out there. Thanks, Mom. And then you want to go into your hairline, just up at the top. Again, you're creating a shadow. And what this makeup, this is all about is, normally when you put foundation on, it's just one dimensional. You're doing your whole face in the same color. With this, you are creating those, you're really giving yourself a 3D look. Okay, so just a little bit up there. If you have a larger forehead, you can come a little bit further down on that if you have a 5 head. Okay, and then the last place, I'm gonna just take my glasses off now. And you're gonna wanna go, I'm gonna turn that detail hack around. I'm gonna use the smaller side, and I'm just gonna come down on the sides of my nose. Again, don't worry about it being perfect because you're gonna blend everything together. And I like to add just a little bit there into the tip as well. You can cut just a little bit right there to give you a little bit of a pout. All right, so I'm looking pretty freaky now. I'm gonna go on to use the Buffy brush. Now the 3 colors that I'm using tonight are Amber, Aura, and Moonlit. Now, what I do with the Moonlit's pretty light, and I'm not a young woman. I'm 55 now. It's a little bit light for me, but what I've been doing is just kind of mixing a couple of them together and using a little bit lighter in some places. But kind of the rule is you want to do the bottom from the nose and from the contour on the cheek down in your main color, and then you want to have a brighter color. Now, it's not mandatory to do that. You can have one full color on the whole face if you want to, but it looks really nice. It's the illusion that you get from it is just really nice. So again, it's kind of like paint by numbers. Just come in underneath. And again, I know it looks really weird when you're doing this. So I'm starting out with the amber. The coverage that you get, I'm just tapping in to that. Okay, so there we've got that. Then I'm going to go into the aura, and I'm just going to tap a little bit into the moonlight, just a little tiny bit. And then I'm going to do under the eye. Now, if you have a more mature eye, maybe with, I mean, I have a mature eye. I've got bags under my eyes, but the wrinkles aren't too bad. But if you've got a few more wrinkles there, just stay out of the wrinkle area. Okay. It'll still blend in really nicely. Again, just kind of in this pie shape. The little card shows you everything. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just dawned on me. I cannot believe that I'm doing my makeup live. Okay, a little bit more. And then you want to go up in between the eyes and sort of like an upside down triangle here. Don't worry about it being absolutely perfect. And then just a little bit down the center of the nose. All right, ready to go out? I know it looks a little scary, but this is where the magic starts to happen. Now I'm going to show you the different brushes after, but this is they call it the B squared. It's a bronzer brush on one side and it's a blush brush on the other. It is sold out right now, but if you have a big fluffy brush, you can get away with that for now. It's the application brushes that are really quite important. Okay, so I'm going to start blending this in. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to leave the contour for the end. Every time I do this, I think, is it going to really work? I do have eyeshadow on right now. What I've got on my eyes is I've got Spiced, London, and Tangled on my eyes. So you just are going to use your brush, just making circles, and then on the nose, up and down through here. So can you see that is blending so nicely? And if you leave it sit on your skin for a few more minutes, I know I did because I'm talking. This is taking me longer than it actually normally does. But the longer you leave it sit on your skin, the softer it gets. It really starts to almost melt into your skin. I'm just going to go up through there. So, isn't that great? As I said, again, the blendability is absolutely fantastic. Now I am going to add, and I am going to use the other side of that brush because it's the blush brush. But again, you could use, if you're going to get two brushes that are available today, I would do the Detail Hack and I would do the Buffy. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use the Buffy just so that I can show you how great that is. And I'm going to just take this one, and I am using, which is the brush? Summer Love. I really like this blush right here, Summer Love. I've been using that a lot. Now, this is for your cheeks and for your lips. And I actually, if I'm not using eyeshadow, I actually will just take whatever's left on the brush and put it onto my eyes as well. But I wanted to have some shadow on tonight to show you guys. Okay, so again, just tap, tap, tap. And then you're going to find the apples. And you're going to put your blush on. As much or as little as you want, but don't be too shy with this. I found that that's what most of us were doing when we first got it, is we were being very conservative because it looks really weird when you're first putting it on. There we go. And again, I'm just going to go back and I'm going to blend that in. Again, getting that beautiful 3D effect. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then I'm going to go into the last, back over into this palette. Now, what you can do now, I know some people were talking about the bronzers. Where's my bronzer here? It's in the bottom. So at this point, you can add a bronzer. And you know what? You can use the bronzer at first too. You can do your whole face in the bronzer before you start. If you want to have just a darker look, a more sun-kissed look. I'm just going to take just a little bit of that bronzer on that fluffy brush and just into the areas that would naturally get sun-kissed. And then I'm just going to blend that in. Just get that off there. Again, blend. There we go. Next step, if you want to do this, is to use an illuminator. Now, right now we're out of the pearl, but we've got lots of other illuminators, and I'm going to use the rose gold tonight. And it's a beautiful cream. And where you want to put that is just up on the cheekbones, just really lightly, wherever, again, the sun would naturally kiss those areas, and then a little right on the Cupid's bow. Now, one thing I haven't done is gone in and done some lip color, and I'm going to use that same, I'm going to use that Summer Love again for my lips. So the same that I've used on my cheeks, I'm just going to use that on my lips as well. Now, you can, with the contour, with the same contour that you used, or a different shade, you can actually line your lips as well. And you can do your brows. Now, I'm not going to get, you're not going to see a huge effect with my brows because I've had them bladed and I just had them recently and they're still healing a bit. But it's really dramatic. Some of the pictures that I showed you is quite a dramatic difference because of much lighter eyebrows. A lot of times as we get older, we start to lose some of our eyebrows. Or they just go a different color. Okay. All right. And that's it. Pretty well for that part. Now, to set it, we do have a setting spray. Again, I apologize. This one is out, but I think it's coming back really quickly. But I know Sephora has setting sprays as well. And then you can take the Perfector sponge, if you've got one of those, and just put a little bit on that. But even just with the Perfector sponge, a little bit of water, and then just go back in there and just set that. The durability of it, it's been the hottest of the year the last couple of weeks. And I've been wearing this every day, all day, and it's staying so, so well. I am going to go back in and just put a little bit of illuminator. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit of the Moonlit highlight up in here. Just up at the top of my brow. So there you go. It took a little bit longer here because you're watching me and I'm talking while I'm doing it, but I'm absolutely in love with this makeup system. So I'm going to put my glasses back on, and I didn't have my glasses on. Was I doing something weird? Anyways, how do you get these products? I'm going to just show you the different ways. There's 3 different ways. Oh, you know what? I was going to show you the brushes. So we've got the detail hack. So this one is perfect. That's the one that I used. It's great for contouring on the one side, and then also doing some highlighting in some smaller areas on the other side. When will the products be ready again? See some key pieces we should have. Which pieces are you looking for? Let me know which ones, because I think you can really get by with the detail hack and that Buffy. Like I said, the only thing that we're missing right now that should be back soon is going to be that the B squared, the bronzer, and the blush brush. But you could use just a big fluffy brush for now. Okay. Most of the colors we are out of, in the highlight colors, we are out of white peach and June and candlelit. But I will tell you what I used tonight was, again, the amber, the aura, and I mixed a little bit of the moonlit in there as well. All right. So we've got the detail hack. We've got the power powder. This one is for, these are real soft bristles for pressing powder really into your skin. We've got the best blend forever as well. Let's find the other ones here. We have got the Buffy brush. That's the other one that I used tonight. So this one gives you a bit more coverage in that one. I really like that one. The 30-second hack is a fantastic one as well. That is one that we're out of, as well as that B squared. They will be back in really soon. I apologize. The company has actually doubled in size since March. It is just kind of like the perfect storm. I think I said that on the live that I did yesterday. Is something called the lipstick effect, and that is when economic times are down, the thing that people run to is something that makes them feel good and something that's not very expensive, and that is exactly what you've got here. And so they can't keep up, but like I said, things have been coming back into stock really, really quickly. So then we have the eyeshadow everything, and I love that one. It's got your little swirly on the other end that you can use for your eyebrows just to get them shaped properly. I always like to use that after I've colored in my eyebrows. We've got the multitasker, the blend and tap, and that one was called the hotline, which is that one. Fantastic. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you and show you is what is in the products. People ask all the time. It's cruelty-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, gluten-free, alcohol-free, and made in the USA. Oh, who's saying that? I can't see who anybody is on there. It just says Facebook user. Bekki, seriously, you look great before, but wow. And it is. It's so natural, and I feel so good. I don't feel like a glamour queen. I don't feel like I'm overdone. I just feel good. So the product ingredient facts, if you see, every product will have, if you go onto it in the shopping cart, you'll see what the ingredient is, and this little graphic will tell you what that is. So if you see paraffin, that's a natural emollient, and what it does is it locks in the moisture. Lanolin is an emollient from wool, and it's a skin conditioner. So I can get all of the information that you need to know that this is absolutely safe for your skin. I have oily skin. I have acne prone skin. I've been using this for 2 weeks. Absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. I do take good care of my skin. I use really good skin products, and I use a serum that's amazing. But most of the time, I'll know right away if something is not going to work for me. This does. Okay, and so this is your basic hack. What you want to do, and if you've put in for your color matches, we're sending those back. Now again, keep in mind, you have got a 30-day return, no questions asked. If you don't like it, you can get your money back. And it's just as simple as popping one of these little tins. If you don't like it, you put that tin in an envelope, bubble envelope, costs you hardly anything. Put a stamp on it, send it back. They're going to give your money back to you right away. Let me know. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I don't want people to buy products that they don't want, that they're not going to ever use. If you get something and you're not 100% satisfied with it, please let me know. If you want your money back, do that within 30 days. And if you want to exchange it, you literally can use this 45, 50 days. And then let me know, you know what, I'm not really happy with that color, which I'll tell you a little secret. If you get one of the colors, maybe you think that one of the other colors would be better for you, get something now. You might be a little bit more tan this time of the year. It might work for you a little better. Use it. And when another color comes back in, we'll just do an exchange for you, okay? I'm more than happy to do that. My customers are the most important part of this whole thing. I really want you to be happy because I want you to tell other people about it, and I would appreciate the referrals, okay? So what you're gonna do as you're figuring out what you want, when you go into the shop, there's a couple of different things that you can do. You can either just go through there and pick what you want, and then it's gonna tell you which free compact you're going to get. So this is the quad compact. There's also the double stackers. This one holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 in this one. Some of them hold 10. You can go through and do it that way and choose your free quad or your free compact at the end, or you can actually go on and you can build yours. So you pick your compact first and you fill it up with the things that you want. So your basic is going to be a main highlight, a brightening highlight, a contour, a lip and cheek. You choose your compact, but if you're going to add more on top of that, you can do the perfecting sponge. I think that's going to be back on Monday, I heard. A setting powder, your bronzer. It was the Bella bronzer that I used, which is lovely. An illuminator is a really great thing to do as well. Now, I want to just so that you know, the magnetized compacts come empty, so you build what works for you. If you order 4 tins, you get the free quad. If you order 8 tins, you get the hack stack, which is a double. It's just got 2 doors in it, 4 on top, 4 on the bottom. If you do 10 tins, you get the double decker, which is what I'm using. And if you do 16 tins, you get that's the mini double decker. If you do 16, you get a free full double decker. It'll do 8 and 8 in that one as well. Now the brushes are all double-ended. They are soldered, rose gold, beautiful quality. Everything has a great guarantee on it as well. We cover cost of shipping when returning. You know what? I'll cover the cost of your shipping. It's going to cost a stamp, is what it is. So let me know and I'll take care of that for you, okay? I'll figure that out somehow to be able to do that. Now shipping is $3.95 to get it to you. If you spend over $125, shipping is absolutely free. That's another thing that I really liked about this. I'm tired of competing with Amazon. When you're ordering from this, it's really, really inexpensive for shipping. I love that. Do you have to use the brushes or can you use any type of brushes for application? I'm not sure. I haven't tried it with any other brushes, but I have heard, at least for the application, these are a really great synthetic brush and they're really high quality. I haven't tried it with anything else, but I have heard that some people are really disappointed. So at the very least, I would get either a detail hack brush or a buffy brush. Like I said, because we don't have this one available right now, I think any nice big fluffy brush will do to do the blending at the end, okay? And I'll keep coming back onto this post. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is everybody that wants to, I'm gonna move you over into my VIP customer group so that I can keep you just up to date with everything that's going on. At any time, you can remove yourself from that, but it's a great place that you can come and you can ask questions and everything else like that. Now, there are 3 different ways to get your product, okay? So you can go in, you can hit that shop link. I posted it today with that little scavenger hunt, and it'll automatically post again tomorrow as well. Go in there, have a look around. There's no obligation. Get your account set up. It's just a customer account is all it does. There's no obligation. And again, I'm here to answer any of the questions that you have. I would love to have you as one of my first customers on this new venture. And again, remember that 30-day and 60-day back guarantee. So that's if you want to purchase tonight. And Pam is going to be able to go on a shopping spree because you're on here with her. This will stay open for a couple of days. So again, if you missed the live, feel free to ask me any questions. And if you're watching tonight and you want to invite somebody else, Trish asked earlier if it felt stay. Oh, no, not at all. I would not wear this. I would not be selling it. I would not, after doing this for 25 years, this is only the 4th company that I've been with in 25 years. And if I did not love it, I wouldn't be promoting it. Honest to goodness. It's just not how I do business. I plan on building a huge business with this company, and I have to know that I'm absolutely gonna love. Okay. Okay. So if you want to get some free stuff like Pam is, these are the class perks. So when you have sales of $266 to $531, you will get 10% sale credits and an item at 50% off. $532 to $664, 12% and 2 items off. At $665 to $1329, you get 15% sales credits and 3 items at 50% off. And when you do $1330 and above, you get 20% sale credit, 4 items, 50% off. I have heard, again, this is my first, I had my launch last week, but I was mostly looking to add people onto my team, to be quite honest with you, and hostesses at that time. But the average hostess in Canada is getting $100 to $200 in free product and 3 to 4 half price items. Okay, so I would love to do that. I would be so honored. I need to have more experience, and really, you don't have to do anything. I do absolutely everything. All you have to do is get in touch with some of your friends. You don't even have to have a shower. I had twice today because I couldn't get my hair to work out properly. Oh, thank you. I don't know who said that, but that would be great if you could have a party. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm really planning on growing this huge, and I'm going to be around for years to come to be able to service you and all of your friends. Okay, and then the last way that you can get your products is to join me. This is the basic kit for Canada. This would regular, so in here you get 18 foundation singles. There's going to be a mix of a whole bunch of stuff. You really don't know what you're going to get in that until it comes. You don't pick what you want. This really is for people that are looking to do the business and looking for some samples. My girlfriend Bev just had her launch party last week, and she paid her kit off with 1 party. After that, it's amazing. Let me just see if I uploaded that. Oh, I didn't, but I will. I'll put some graphics down below and just show you the perks of doing this. You start out 20% of everything that you sell, whether you ever tell anybody else, sponsor anybody else at all, 20% commission on absolutely everything. And that goes up to 40%. That was another thing that I was really looking for. If I'm going to help some young moms that want to stay home with their kids, especially in this time where a lot of people aren't sending their kids back to school this fall, you can literally sit in your house. I am sitting in my home. I used to have to drag stuff all over the place, and I'm talking to people and selling this amazing product. So if that's something that you think you'd like to do, or you know somebody that would like to, I would really, really appreciate, again, the referral. I will take very good care of anybody that you recommend to me. All right. You know what? I'm just noticing that I didn't show you. Let me know if you guys want. Do you want me to show you some recommendations of different color hair and what eyeshadow to use? I've got 4. Just let me know. Make a comment if you'd like to see that. And if not, I can put them over into the party as well. All right, I'm not seeing any comments back. Again, thank you guys so much for being here and being gentle with me. My very, very first putting makeup on in front of anybody else while I've been live. Love you all. Oh, you want to see it? Oh, yes, yes. Okay. All right. Here are some examples. So again, what I've got on my eyes tonight is Spiced, London, and Tangled. Tangled is really cool. Let me just show you in my palette here. So these are some of the eyeshadows. So this was the Tangled. First I did the, which is which here? Oh, this is Tangled. So I did a light color on the whole lid. Then I went into the crease with London, which is this one. And then I just did this beautiful Spiced. Yeah, that one's Spiced. Just that sparkly, beautiful caramel color just on the tops of my eyes. So if you're a brunette, these are some of the colors that you could pick. I know there was some people that were talking about that number 33 and asked, why is that not called something? It is, it's called number 33. Number 33, Cocoa Dollywood, which is so much fun. Oh, look at, these are my fun ones down here. I think one of these might be Dollywood. Nope, that's Graceland. And that's Shenandoah, but very similar. Look at those sparkles. I don't know where I'm gonna wear those, but I thought they'd be fun to have. So that's your brunettes. And this is your redheads. So we've got Graceland, which I have. That's that one there. Duke, Emerald City, and Kin. That's funny. I'm just reading your Horton Here's a Who. There must be some delay in this. Then we have got blondes. So Dabba-Dee. What is this one that I've got a beautiful blue, which is called Duke. Fantastic. Oh, Tangled. That was one of the ones that I used tonight. Bayou and La La Land. And then I love this one because I really like Jamie Lee Curtis. This is our grays. So we've got Bird, Rain, Glass Slipper, and Bend and Snap. Aren't those beautiful? There's so many to choose from. And I think what's going to happen is that so many of us are going to get absolutely hooked on these. But with a price point like this, and the fact that once you're done with one, you just pop that baby out and put a fresh one in. There's no more throwing compacts away. These are going to last you for a good long time. And so much less. I've already thrown away all of those little bits and pieces of things and some of those crumbly things that were making a mess. And this is really, I've got these 3 compacts right now, one that I use every day, and my blush and my eyeshadows. So again, let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you so much. And thank you, Pam. I can't wait to take you on the shopping spree. So love you guys all. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. I'm here to answer your questions. Bye now.